Hi, I'm Katie. I'm a rising senior at the Brearley School, and I finished my final project, my forearm computer. Since my last milestone, I have added a clock. I've added GPS tracking function. I've mounted all of the components onto the arm, and I built the leather case for it. I've also worked on the on a pulse sensor, which I'm later going to add onto my forearm computer. So this is my forearm computer. Here is the inside of it. This is the screen, the compass, the barometric pressure sensor, the humidity sensor, the GPS. This here is the clock, and I've recently added the clock. The clock, basically, the teensy is unable to basically keep track of time reliably, so you need some sort of external clock to do that. So the clock communicates to the teensy over I2C. One problem I have with the clock was that the clock needs to communicate with 5 volts while the teensy communicates with 3 volts. So I had 2 solutions for that. One was I used this thing, which is called a logic level converter, and this allows 2 devices with different logic voltage levels to communicate over I2C, and it converts the voltage. The clock also needed to be powered by 5 volts, so I used this 4 AA battery pack, and I attached that. But it's obviously not a permanent solution because it's not a really portable part of the forearm computer. So in the future, I'm going to use a voltage booster to boost the voltage from the 3.7 volt battery to provide 5 volts for the clock. These are the buttons I have. This LED turns on when the computer is on. This here is a flashlight. This here, once again, is my teensy. Here is a battery charger. This here is the switch. And this here is a voltage divider, and that basically, at this point, it measures what the voltage level is halfway between the top and the ground, so I can know if it's below a certain threshold that my forearm computer is running out of battery. And here it is working. So this light is on, and you can see that the clock screen is on. Then it cycles to a weather screen. There's no GPS in this room, so it says it's searching for satellites. This here is the compass, pointing northwest at the moment. Here you can have GPS tracking, but once again, there's no GPS signal in this room, so it doesn't have any signal. Here is my modification, the pulse sensor. The pulse sensor reads, it uses a light that shines through your finger, and it reads what your pulse is. And this light here that you can't really see that well on the screen is blinking according to my pulse. I'm going to be attaching the pulse sensor to my forearm computer, and it can still go around my finger, and there'll be a wire attaching to the forearm computer. And once I have the pulse sensor, my ultimate goal is that you could wear this forearm computer sort of on a run or when you go out, and then you could get home and you could see on a map exactly where you've gone, what your pulse was at all the times, what the weather was, and what your speed was, and how those factors affected your pulse, which is useful information to have, and it would be very interesting to see how to get the data from my teensy onto a map on the computer. Thank you.